All right, Shalom Israel, giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shah, Bashim, Bakakadash. Double honors to the elders of TMS who rule well. Salutation out to you, Akim out there pushing his work. Truth and sincerity, risking your freedom and your life to do so. Okay. Now, as you can see here, this is hot news right now. This is going down. Okay. This is Bible prophecy. And it goes for Eagle Face Trump and Fat Boy King Jong Un. Okay. So I'm gonna get right to it. This is RT. Trump cancels June summit with Kim. Says you talk about nukes, but ours are massive. Okay. So a brief rundown. Trump and Kim Jong Un, Kim was supposed to meet to discuss peace and denuclearization, pretty much to get rid of their weapons. Okay. But Trump or America backed off of the peace talk, which is a declaration of war. Okay, so I'm gonna get a quick scripture. First Thessalonians 5, verse 3. For when they should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they should not escape. So the talk was supposed to be about peace, but as you can see, they canceled the talk, which is the summit talk, okay, with Kim. And he said, "You talk about nukes, but ours are massive." That's a threat, okay. So Kim is like, okay, so we're not gonna back down and take away our weapons anymore. And that's scriptural. Okay. This is Joel 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man and let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Where are they drawing near to? The Middle East. Okay. That is where it's gonna go down. That's where it's starting. Between Israel and Iran, and they're gonna bring out the big dogs. Okay. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say, I'm strong. Right, so pruning hooks and plowshare is instruments of agriculture. But instead of putting money into agriculture, put it into the military budget. So that's what's going on. Assemble yourself and come, all ye heathen, gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. But there will I sit to judge over the heathen round about. Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat. Most High's decision. Okay? So we're going to read a little bit. It says, Trump cancels June summit with Kim. Says, you talk about nukes, but ours are massive. Now I want to get the definition of summit, because even in that definition, it's powerful. Summit, the highest point of a hill or mountain. I'm going to get a quick scripture. I will render, this is Jeremiah 51, verse 24. I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of the Chaldee all their evil that they've done in Zion in your sight, save the Lord. Right, all the evil that was done to our people, the Most High is about to pay back, and that's why this war is about to happen. 25. Yo, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. What is a summit? The highest point of a mountain. That's a summit. So a summit meetings is between two top mountains, which is North Korea. Well, technically, North Korea would be considered a hill, and Trump is considered America, which is a mountain, and it's the top point of the mountain. Okay, so this summit meeting is literally a mountain meeting. Okay, I'm against the old destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth, and I will stretch out, right, destroyeth all the earth, because he puts chemtrails everywhere, pollutes the water, he destroys the people. Okay, he destroys all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from there. the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. How is he going to make thee a burnt mountain? A nuclear warfare, okay? So he's going to roll America off this summit, which is the highest point of the mountain, and burn you. Okay. Yeah, cuz. Yeah, so it says U.S. President Donald Trump has canceled a much anticipated summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong Un based on the tremendous anger and open hostility from Kim, who threatened the U.S. with a nuclear to nuclear showdown. What is that? Thermonuclear missiles. I'm laughing because this is going to usher in the kingdom of heaven. Okay? So this is in quotation. I was very much looking forward to being there with you. Sadly, based on the tremendous anger and open hostility displayed in your most recent statement, I feel it is inappropriate at this time to have this long planned meeting. Read the letter. Sent a few hours after North Korea blew up its nuke testing site at Pyongyang. The demolition was witnessed by a small pool of foreign journalists and was considered a goodwill gesture from Kim ahead of the planned summit. So Kim is pretty much showing his hand. He's flashing his gun. He pulled the gun out his hip and he's showing it. And he test frying his nuclear arsenal, okay? Showing you that they're preparing for war, as Joel 3 said. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So it's verse 13 of Joel 3, chapter 3. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the flats overflow, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. And this day is great. And as you can see, these tensions are brewing. So it says in this letter, Trump lamented the loss of historic opportunity, but thanked Kim for releasing 3 American hostages, which he had said was a beautiful gesture. North Korean Vice Minister Ko soon early on Thursday that his country would walk away from the summit, which had been due to take place in Singapore on June 12th, if Washington continued to carry out its unlawful and outrageous acts. Whether the U.S. will meet us at a meeting room or encounter us at a nuclear to nuclear showdown is entirely dependent upon the decision and behavior of the United States. Right, because you all know Esau is lawless and ruthless. So we know that Esau, which is America, the so-called white man, the Edomites, are going to do something to piss these nations off, and they're just going to start launching missiles. Now, the unlawful acts mentioned by Code refer to joint military exercises carried out by the U.S. and South Korea earlier this month. The North viewed these annual drills as intentional provocation and practice for an invasion. Right, so after North Korea and South Korea had shook hands, South Korea started um, having joint training sessions with the U.S. So now North Korea is like, oh, South Korea snaked them, which is even furthering the tensions. Okay, so it says Cole also singled out Vice President Mike Pence, who said earlier this week that North Korea could end up like Libya if Kim didn't make a deal. The Libya uh, comparison had been first made by Trump's National Security Advisor John Bolton, this devil right here, which is supreme about going to war. He's the embodiment of Edomite, the blessing of the sword. But he doesn't know that that blessing is being taken away in front of his very eyes because now he can't dictate over these nations anymore. He doesn't have that hegemony, as the elders like to say, which is the dominance over other nations. They don't have it anymore. Okay? And I'm going to get scriptures concerning that. quick. Give me a second, brothers. This is Isaiah 14, verse 10. And they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Right, the fact that Trump has to sit down and talk with North Korea, and North Korea is not even a superpower, but they hold the key to power, the nuclear missiles, okay? Which nobody wants to get fired off. Why? Because they know it's going to be mass destruction, and they will be fired off, okay, according to Bible prophecy. And it says, surely it's weak enough for it, and I'm like, let me know. John Bolton, who suggested that the denuclearization of North Korea could follow the Libya model. After surrendering his weapons in 2003, Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi was disposed and executed in a NATO-backed coup in 2011. So they just threatened Kim, that they would kill him like they did the leader of Muammar Gaddafi, which, in fact, Muammar Gaddafi was good to his people. But he saw so much of the devil and he's greedy, they took Libya down so they could take all the natural resources, put up a puppet leader, and pretty much have these people living in hell while they reap all the benefits. That's the MO of Esau, the so-called white man. They want you to get rid of your weapons so they can come in and take advantage of you, okay? And take all the things for themselves and kill and rape and bring in their Western philosophies in your land. That's what they want to do. And that's what they want North Korean uh, president or king to do. But he's not having it, okay? Following these statements, North Korea canceled talks with the South early in May, yet not the Singapore meeting with Trump. Since then, the fate of the summit had been discussed almost daily in the media, with the US president being vague about its prospects. Now, Trump, who used to call Kim Little Rocket Man, and the North Korean leader seem to be back to threats. Right, so now they talking shit back to one another, showing these tensions. You talk about your nuclear capabilities, but ours are so massive and powerful that I pray to God that will never have to be used, Trump said earlier. He said in the letter. But they will be used, okay? They will be used. He prays to God they will never be used, but they will be used. Finally, Trump suggested that maybe one day the two leaders could be friends. If you change your mind, please do not hesitate to call me or write, the letter reads. And that's the end of the article, but he's not going to change his mind. In your last scripture. Uh, Hold on, give me a second. Uh, 13. Isaiah 13, verse 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So at the end of the day, man, these talks are gonna escalate to nuclear warfare, and America is gonna be wiped off the earth, according to Bible prophecy. So, brother, stay strong. Keep watching for the news. Stay pray, fast, do what you gotta do to stay in the faith, man. Because we almost out of here. We almost home, and these tensions are brewing, and people can't see it. So, till next time, shalom.